Hello guys, welcome to the Django custom authentication part 2. On this part 2, we are going to work on our user login, securing admin dashboard and user dashboard, and log out. Fasten your seatbelt. Let us start working on the part 2 of this project. If you are watching on TikTok, Instagram, the link to this tutorial will be on the description below, which is my YouTube channel. Thank you. Okay, we are going to navigate into our form. Remember, we have completed our user registration, where user can register. You can register as either as a super user or just a normal user. We have also started working on our login. As you can see, nothing is there yet. So come to your form. In your form below, we are going to say user, okay, log in form, okay. So it's going to be class, we are going to call it login form, and it's going to be forms dot what dot form, okay. Now we are going to say email should be equal to forms, okay, dot email field, okay. Now we are going to say password is going to be forms, okay, dot, and it's going to be what forms dot password input. Now we are done with this. The next thing we are going to do is for you to navigate into view, okay. On our view.py, we are going to import our login form. We are going to call it login form. Now over here, we are going to say form should be equal to login form. So it's going to have request dot capital post or none, okay. Now we can automatically add it over here. So we can say here form, okay, then we call our form over here. If we have done this, the next thing to do is for us to navigate into our file. We are going to call our login form, but because we have started our registration, we are just going to copy the registration. It's just one or two things we are going to change. Everything will remain the same. Here will be log in, okay. To avoid wasting time, here will be log in, and here will be don't have an account, don't have an account, then you can do what? You can register. Here we are going to say register. So over here, we are going to say register. If you save the changes and now you refresh, you will notice we now have our login, okay? So if you click here, you can navigate to register, and you click here, you will navigate to login. Okay, come back to your view.py, okay? On the view.py, let us say if, okay, if form dot is underscore valid, okay, then we are going to do what? If it's valid, now we say email is equal to form dot claimed data, okay, then we want to get the email. Please follow me step by step. We say password equal to form, okay, dot claim data, then we want to also grab the password, okay. After taking the two, we are going to say user, okay, user equal to authenticate, okay, user equal to authenticate, then we are going to say request, okay, we take the email, it should be equal to email, then we take the password, which will as well be equal to password. Now we want to validate and check. We say if user, okay, we are checking if we have a user, then we can now do what? We can now say, okay, we have logged in. In this place, you can also say if user is not, okay, if user, then we can proceed and say log in, okay. Then we say request. It's like my okay is being too much. Then we say user. We can as well say S, now we can return and also redirect you back to login. We can call the error and say error. We can say invalid credential, okay. Now we have done this, we can as well check, are you a normal user or you are a super user? We can as well check this. If you are a normal user, then we can say, okay, you are a normal user. If you are not a normal user, we can as well say you are not a normal user. So let us do this. So let us check this. We are going to say if user dot is underscore what? Super user. We are checking if you are a super user. We can say return, redirect the user to what? Now we can go to add pages, admin. Let us say admin. I think that's what we called it. Let us verify over here. Okay, we have not really included our admin dashboard. We can call it admin for now. But before we do that, we will get an error over here. Issue being that we needed to do it over here. We are going to say over here if user dot is underscore super user. Now we can return redirect. Let's just call here admin. Why did I say we will get an error over there? When you place it above this login, that means it will authenticate you as long as the credentials are correct and you are a super user. The login will not be initiated. That means you can still navigate to admin dashboard, but the system will not recognize that you have logged in because this login is below, so it should be above. That means this is supposed to be executed before this. Do you get it? Over here we can say S, then we return, then we redirect you. That means you are a normal what? We can redirect you to profile. That means you are a normal user. We have not created these 2 pages yet. We are going to do that without wasting much time. User profile. We are going to say request now we are going to say request. We are going to say return, okay, render pages. Which name did we call it? We call it user. We say user underscore what? Profile. Without wasting much time, we are going to duplicate this. I don't want this to keep long. We are going to call it admin dashboard. Please, if you are watching me and you have not watched the part 1 of this tutorial, you won't be able to understand what we are doing. I advise you to watch the part 1 of this tutorial. The link is on the description below. So over here, we are also going to call here admin underscore what? Dashboard. It's like we made a mistake. Okay. come to this particular place, path, call it profile. We're going to be user profile. The name is also profile. I don't want the video to keep long. If I'm moving fast, please do well to slow me down. We are going to go here admin. That means I will be in pro. Admin dashboard. Name should be admin. Save the changes. Now, what I want us to do over here, we are going to secure them. But before we secure them, navigate into layout, nav, okay? Let us call here should be profile. We didn't use caps. And here should be admin. I think so. Save the changes. If we didn't get any error, refresh the page. Now, if you go to profile, you will see nothing is there. What we are going to do over here is close this, come to your login, copy everything in the login, go to admin dashboard and paste them. Where we are going to call here admin, okay? Admin page. We don't need any form. We are just going to say welcome. H1, we say welcome. Welcome to admin. Okay. If you now refresh your page, you will see admin dashboard over here. What are we going to do next? We are going to now secure the place that without you logging in, you shouldn't be able to do what? To navigate to admin dashboard and user dashboard. We are going to check here. We are going to say at login required. Okay. Now we have said that login required. Over here, we're also going to say at login required. If we do this and we refresh our page, we are definitely going to get an error. Reason being that our page will not, our project will not know where to redirect us to. Let me show you what will happen here. When we refresh our page, we are not logged in yet. Have you seen it? Page is not yet found. To avoid this, navigate into settings. On our settings, remember this is our URL login. On our settings, we are going to configure our redirect. We are going to say login underscore URL. It should be equal to what? Equal to login. Remember over here, in case you added slash in front, Make sure you also do the same by adding slash over here. If not, you will still get an error. So be careful when doing something like this. Open up this, go back to your home page. Now, when you click on this, it will bring you to login. Here, it will still maintain the login. Okay? Now we are done with this, we can as well log in. As you can see, it brought us to admin dashboard. We are going to check if really are you a super user. If you're not a super user, we shouldn't allow you to do what? To navigate into admin dashboard, even if you have logged in. If you have logged in, you are not a super user, you shouldn't navigate to admin dashboard. How are we going to solve this problem? Come to your view. In your admin dashboard, we can say checking if you are a super user. Okay, we can come here, we say if not, request dot user dot is underscore what? Super user. Now we can return and redirect you. We are going to redirect you to what? To the user profile over here. We want to redirect you to the user profile. That means before you can come to this place, you have already logged in. If not, we would have checked, are you authenticated? But this line of code has already validated that. Before you can now come to this area, that means you have been authenticated. If you are not an admin, push this person back to what? Profile page. Let us refresh our page and check. We are still there. Reason being that we are an admin. Remember, on our part 1 of this tutorial, we registered as an administrator of the page. We are now going to implement our logout. On our logout, we are going to call it logout underscore view. It should be equal to request. Then we are going to call logout. If you remember, we imported this logout. Follow me. If you remember, we got the logout from this. Now, after we have logged out, what should we do? Then we want to return and redirect the user to what? To login page. We are not yet done. Navigate into urls.py. Path. We are going to call it logout, and it's going to be logout view, and the name should also be logout. Save the changes. Next thing we are going to do over here is very simple. One, we are now going to check, have you logged in? If you have logged in, we shouldn't be seeing register and log out and log in, okay? We should only see logout. Navigate into your layouts, navbar. Over here, we are going to check if you are logged in. What should we do? We say if user dot is what underscore authenticated. That means if you are authenticated, what should we do? If you are authenticated, then we shouldn't see anything but log out. In this case, we are going to simply come below and say S we want to see this, then we can now say end if, okay? We want to remove log out and the dashboard. We are bringing them to this place. If you save the changes, over here, we are calling our log out. We say URL. We call log out. If we refresh our page, you will notice we can now see logout, admin dashboard and it. But it is not healthy. We're also going to check, are you an admin? If you're an admin, you should see admin dashboard. If you're not an admin, I don't think there is any need for you to see it. The same applies to the user profile. If you're an admin, you shouldn't see user profile because you are in charge. You don't have anything to do over there. To implement this is very simple. Now we have checked if you have logged in. Come below, then we are going to also check a condition, checking if we say if user dot is underscore super user. So we are checking if you are a super user. If you are a super user, what will happen? Then you have to see this. If you're not a super user, you shouldn't see it at all. Over here we can say S. That means S, you can see this. Now we can say end and if. For clarification, we checked if user is authenticated. If you authenticated, then you can see logout over here, which I want us to put it over here at the end. If you are authenticated, we are checking, are you a super user? That means, are you an admin? If the answer is yes, you can see our admin dashboard. If you're not an admin, we assume since you're authenticated, you are not an admin. You may be a normal user. So we will show you user profile. This, the simple thing we have done so far. Open up your page, refresh. You notice now our profile is no more there. And we can now see logout. Let us try to log out and see what happened. We can only see homepage, register, and login. If we log in, we are seeing admin dashboard. We also want our users to be greeted either with a welcome message that says, welcome to admin dashboard. Then this and this is your name. What can we do to achieve that? Navigate into admin dashboard. In your admin dashboard, we say, welcome to admin dashboard. We can over here append your name. It's just simple. Over here, we are going to say, okay, it's going to be request dot user. We want to get the user first name, which is first underscore name. If we refresh the page, you will notice it says, welcome to admin dashboard, bright. The same thing we are going to do at the user profile. Nothing to change. Now let us log out and register as a normal user. Register. I'm going to use Joseph, last name Ayesu. We are going to call it user. It's not a staff, it's nothing. It's just a normal user. Our password. Then register. So over here, Joseph is not a normal, is not an admin, sorry, but he is a normal user. Let's check where we are going to be redirected to. Log in. Now Joseph has come to user profile. We say, welcome to the user profile, Joseph. Now, you are no more seeing the admin dashboard. You are simply seeing the user profile. Let's assume you want to navigate to admin dashboard. We call it admin. You hit enter. You notice you can't go. It brings you back to user profile, admin. Enter. Thank you so much for watching. Try to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In our next tutorial, we are going to work on Flask authentication. Two things on my mind, either Flask authentication or we are going to work on our Node.js CRUD operation. Subscribe to my channel. My name is Bright. I am the one you love. One love. God bless you.